I'm sorry for being late, but there was some sort of a flooding and the whole road was closed. I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, we have to know that the truth is what it is. You cannot conceptualize it. You cannot organize it. Also, you cannot feel it with your human awareness. You have to become a subtler being. The truth is that you are not this body, you are not this mind, you are not these emotions. But you are the spirit. And the another truth is that there is an all-pervading power of God's love, about which all the scriptures have written. So the aim of spiritual ascent is to seek the spirit. You have to be the self. Unless and until you become that, you will be filled with a kind of an emptiness. And you will feel extremely restless about it. This all-pervading power is the one that does all living work. We take it for granted. These beautiful flowers, everything, we take it for granted. We do not also think how from a little seed these beautiful flowers have come out. But there is a mechanism within us also which will sprout and give us the second birth. For this you cannot pay. As we do not pay to Mother Earth for what she does for us, we cannot pay for it. But people have forgotten that it is so invaluable. And there are so many false people also preaching and taking money from all the people. All the religions we started by these great incarnations and prophets also have now become man-made. If we are intelligent enough, we can see for ourselves that they have achieved nothing for us. All these incarnations and prophets were born on the same tree of life, tree of spirituality. Only the people have taken away those flowers and they call it that they are mine, ours. And then they are fighting with those dead flowers. So there was nothing wrong with any prophet or with any incarnation. What we have to go to get to the essence of everything. And the essence of every religion is to seek the eternal and to know the limitations of matter. It is transitory, so we have to use it with all understanding. So now, it is important that at this juncture of human race, a new age has started. It's an age of en masse realization. I'm sorry, I have come to Bangkok very late. This is I should say the last country as if I'm visiting. It is working out in 56 nations. And there are people who are now giving realizations. Like one enlightened light can only enlighten another light. So this is the age of enlightenment in the real sense of the word. It's not some sort of an artificial, pretentious belief. And it has to work out within yourself, the transformation. I would say today being the first day, I would like you to ask me some questions. First thing, I must say that whatever is said to you should not be believed into with blind faith. But you must keep your mind open like a scientist and see for yourself. This is like a hypothesis for you. And if it is proved as honest people, you have to accept. Because it is not only for your benevolence, but for the benevolence of your children. It is the benevolence of the whole world. If this instrument is not connected to the mains, it has no meaning. In the same way, if we do not get connected to the mains, our lives have no meaning. So what Buddha has said is that Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. That is, you have to surrender yourselves to Buddha. Buddha means enlightenment. But that doesn't mean it's just a mental concept. It's a state. And then he has said Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. So the dharma is within yourself. It is like 10 valencies within us. You may belong to any religion. You may be Christian, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, anything. You can commit any sin. Human beings may have any brand. They are all just the same. Because there is no dharma enlightened within them. That is Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Then Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, he says. Sangham is the collectivity. But when you get your realization, you become, it's again becoming, part and parcel of the whole. It's not just a certificate. You can feel it on your central nervous system, on your fingertips. All your centers and centers of another person. And if you know how to correct those centers, you can cure yourself and you can cure others. You can help people mentally, in mental cures, physical cures, but above all, spiritual joy starts flowing through you. Tomorrow I'll tell you the nature of spirit and the nature of this Kundalini which is resting in the triangular bone called as sacrum. But today I would definitely like to have some questions from you which are relevant. Yeah, please.
What is the meaning of the word Sahaja?
Sahaja. All right. I thought they must have told you. Saha means with, Ja means born. Born with you is the right to have this. Yoga means union with the divine. In short, Sahaja means spontaneous. I mean like a living process. All right, now what's the next?
Yeah, is it possible to learn this technique in 2 days?
I say in one, hardly any time. Awakening takes no time, but you have to establish yourself fully. Some people do it in 3 days, some people take at the most 1 month, but you completely get established, and for which you don't have to pay anything. But you must have value for your life. That's very important. Moreover, it cannot be forced. It cannot be forced. It has to work through your asking, through your freedom.
You said that if we use this particular technique, then we could attain enlightenment. What exactly do you mean by enlightenment?
Light?
Enlightenment.
Enlightened means that your central nervous system, whatever you have achieved in a revolutionary process, you can feel it on your central nervous system. Now supposing there's a dog, and the dog can go through any dirty lane, but human beings is difficult. The reason is evolutionary process has brought us the sensitivity to dirt and filth. But when this enlightenment takes place, the spirit which resides in your heart, which is just a witness, starts enlightening your attention. I told you that on your central nervous system, you can feel the different centers of people and your centers too. And you know the absolute truth. Because you can feel the cool breeze. In case whatever you ask, there's yes about it, like a computer. Supposing there's a man who is dressed up like a sadhu baba and comes here like a saint. How will you make him out, whether he's true or not? But even if you have 10 children who are realized souls, you tie up their eyes, they'll immediately tell whether it's false or not. So lots of false ideas, lots of blind faiths drop out. Supposing we are sitting in the darkness and somebody is holding on to a snake and you tell him that's a snake, he may not accept till he bites. But if there is even little light, immediately he'll drop the snake. I've seen wonders of Sahaja Yoga that people taking drugs and all kinds of funny habits just drop them overnight. So you know the absolute truth and you know about yourself and you know about others. Your attention becomes very pure. So much so that even a glance of such a person can do wonders. There is no lust and greed in the eyes anymore. I mean, you become a saint, but there's no show about it. You lead a very normal life. You become extremely dynamic, but you are extremely compassionate. The description can take one complete lecture. So it's best is to experience this all-pervading power. Is there any question anymore? I think if you all sit on one side, it would be a better idea. All of you. One should not feel, I think the people are a little upset because there are few people, but one should not be upset because in the beginning it's always so. See, there is no end to knowledge. And I must have given thousands and thousands of lectures only in English language. But when you come in this hall, I have to just tell you that you put on the one switch and all lights come in. But it is all built in within you. The system is all built in, just like as this is built in. So, if I go on telling about the history of electricity, how it came to Bangkok, it's quite boring. Best thing would be to get the experience. Now, there are 3 conditions for our ascent. First one is that you have to forget the past and not to feel guilty at all. People might have told you that it's a sin and all those things, you see, that you are sinners, so don't believe them. After all, you are human beings. You are not gods. You are the only ones who can make mistakes. So please do not feel guilty. Now, if you feel guilty, then the center here on the left-hand side catches very badly. It's a very dangerous thing also because it gives you diseases like angina and all the diseases which are caused by lethargic organs. Moreover, spondylitis is another one you get it. Spondylitis is another disease you can get with this feeling guilty. The second condition is that you have to forgive everyone in general. Most of the people say it is very difficult to forgive. But whether you forgive or you don't forgive, you don't do anything. But if you do not forgive, then you torture yourself and play into the wrong hands. That means you live with a myth. So in general, you have to forgive. Means don't think of each and every person. Just say, I forgive everyone. You'll feel much lighter immediately. Then the third condition is that you all have to be extremely self-confident. You are not to doubt yourself. You are all capable of getting self-realization. So please don't be definite. Don't count your mistakes. Nor you feel guilty. And forgive everyone in general. This will help us a lot to raise the Kundalini. If you do not forgive, then the center on the optic chiasma is like this, very tight. And it won't open. It has to open out like that. Otherwise the Kundalini won't rise. So all your life you have tortured yourself now, at least at this time, you should forgive everyone. I mean to say you should be very pleasantly placed towards yourself. Because you do not know what glory awaits you. You will only know your meaning and your greatness once you get your self-realization. Alright. Now, very simple things we have to do, which, Martin, can you come here, please? Alright. You can show them. Come on. So now, he will show you how we are going to nourish our centers ourselves. First you see that, and then we'll have to close our eyes. It will take hardly 10 minutes altogether. I'll be happy if you could take out your shoes, because this Mother Earth helps us a lot. And both the feet have to be apart from each other, because these are two powers which work within us. जूते पीछे रख लीजिए. Please keep the shoes behind, would be better. Now, please put both your feet away from each other. Left side is the power of desire, the right side is the power of action. So you please put your left hand like this on your lap very comfortably. You have to sit comfortably, not bending too much or bending backwards, but in a comfortable way. The left hand towards me like this suggests that it is your desire to have self-realization, symbolic. And the right hand we'll use for nourishing our centers, on the left hand side. So now, he will show you also, you can have a look. Put your right hand on your heart. On your heart. Here resides the spirit. But the seat of the spirit is in the fontanate bone area, which was a soft bone in our childhood. So then we take our right hand, the upper portion of our abdomen, on the left hand side. Now this is the center of your mastery. This is created by great incarnations of great masters, like prophets. Now this right hand you have to take it in the low portion of your abdomen on the left hand side and press it hard. This is the center of pure knowledge. Pure knowledge is that which manifests on your central nervous system. This is what is Bodha, from where the word Buddha has come. That means it is not mental, but you feel it on the central nervous system. Also from Vida, Vida meaning the same thing. Now, you raise your right hand again on the upper portion of your abdomen and press it hard with your finger. Again raise your hand on your heart. Now raise your hand in the corner of your neck and your shoulder. And turn your head to your right fully. I have already told you that this center is in jeopardy when you feel guilty. Please do not feel guilty about anything. Now, put your right hand on your forehead across and now put down your head. This is the center where you have to ask for forgiveness. You have to forgive everyone. Forgive everyone in general. Now you have to take your hand back on the back side of your head and push back your head. Here, you have to ask forgiveness from the all-pervading power without feeling guilty, without counting your mistakes. Now the last center, which is important. Stretch your palm fully. Bend your head down and put the center of your palm exactly on the fontanelle bone area, which was a soft bone in your childhood. Now press it hard. Push back your fingers. Important is push back your fingers so there's a good pressure on your scalp. Now please move your scalp slowly 7 times clockwise. Slowly 7 times clockwise. That's all we have to do. There's one thing, you have to bend your head. That's better. Bend your head. Then you can pressurize it better. And don't move the hand. Move the scalp, please. Alright, that's very simple now. Now we close our eyes. You may take out your spectacles. If there's something tight on your neck or on your waist, you can loosen it a little bit. Close your eyes, please. Keep both the feet away from each other. And left hand towards me. Now please put your right hand on your heart. Now here you have to ask a question to me. You may call me Shri Mataji or Mother, whatever you like. Now ask a very fundamental question. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask this question 3 times. Put it. Please ask this question 3 times. Now, if you are the spirit, you are your guide. You are your master. So now please take down your hand on the left hand side in the upper portion of your abdomen. And here you ask a question again 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Ask this question 3 times. I have already told you that I respect your freedom. And as you have to attain the complete freedom, I have to respect your freedom. So I cannot force pure knowledge on you. You have to ask for it. So now please put your right hand in the lower portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. Here you ask 6 times because this center has 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. Say it 6 times. As you start asking for pure knowledge, this Kundalini starts rising. So we have to nourish the upper centers with our self-confidence. So please now raise your right hand onto the upper portion of your abdomen on the left hand side. And here you have to say with full confidence 10 times. Mother, I am my own master. I have already told you that the truth is that you are the spirit. You are not your conditionings, your ego. But you are the pure spirit. So now please raise your right hand on your heart and here with full confidence say 12 times. Mother, I am the spirit. This all-pervading power is the ocean of knowledge. It is the ocean of compassion and bliss. It is the ocean of joy. But above all, it is the ocean of forgiveness. And whatever mistakes you commit, this ocean of forgiveness is very powerful and it can dissolve all of them. Now raise your right hand in the corner of your neck and your shoulder. In the corner of your neck and your shoulder. And now put your head towards the right fully. Here you have to say again with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty at all. I have already told you that whether you forgive or don't forgive, you don't do anything. It is a myth that we do not forgive. And as a result, we torture ourselves and play into wrong hands. So now, please, raise your right hand on your forehead across. And please fully put down your head. Here, you have to say from your heart, not how many times. Mother, I forgive everyone in general. Please bend your head. Please bend. I forgive everyone in general. Please, it's very important. Say it from your heart. Now, please take your right hand on the back side of your head and hold it tight. Push back your head as far as possible. Here, without feeling guilty, without counting your mistakes, just for your satisfaction. You have to say from your heart again, not how many times. O divine power, if I have done any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Please put your hand on the back side of your head. Push back your head. Now, the last center now. Stretch your palm. Put the center of your palm on top of your fontanelle bonnet. Now again put down your head. Here again, I cannot cross over your freedom. I respect it. And I cannot force self-realization on you. You have to ask for it. Now press your scalp fully and move it 7 times slowly, saying, Mother, please give me self-realization. Bend your heads first, bend your head. Move your scalp clockwise with full pressure. Now take down your hands, please. Please put both your hands towards me like this. And watch me without thinking. Without thinking. Now put the right hand like this and bend your head and see with the left hand if there's a cool breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area. Now don't put your hand on top of your head, please. Away from it. Some people it get much further. You might get also hot breeze, doesn't matter, because you have not forgiven. Now please put your left hand towards me. And now bend again your head and see for yourself if there's a cool breeze coming out of. Now do not doubt. Maybe hot breeze. Maybe hot breeze. Now please put your right hand towards me. Again bend your head. And see for yourself. Again, if there's a cool breeze coming out. Now, raise both your hands towards the sky like this. And fully bend back. And ask a question 3 times. Mother, is this the power of God's love? Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Mother, is this the Parama Chaitanya? Now please bring down your hands, please. Just one. All those who have felt the cool breeze or hot breeze out of your head or on your fingers or fingertips and hands. Please raise both your hands. Both your hands, please. That's good. Both your hands, please. So may God bless you. You all felt it? Yeah, good. Now, tomorrow again, those who have not felt will feel tomorrow. And I'll meet all of you individually. Also, you can telephone to your friends and ask them to come, isn't it? And or maybe they are feeling guilty. So tomorrow it will work out. I'm sure it will. Thank you very much. Hope to see you tomorrow with all your friends, and I hope to be here very early, and I'll explain to you everything. See, white skin the white skin doesn't get to see. It's the white skin one who ever got it. It's horrible, this white skin.
What I did, I was asking them, they felt it very well. I was asking them.
They all got it.
Okay, well, very happy.
Good.
Yeah.
We hope to see you tomorrow again and get more friends. Now, you should not discuss or argue because this is beyond mind. You can't think about it. If you start thinking, you lose again the vibrations. So thank you very much. So very good beginning. Let's go. Better go now. And for tomorrow I'll be here early because we are taking a room here. So far away, you know. And there was some flooding had taken place. The whole road was blocked for half an hour. Yes. Tomorrow. Course. You see, we'll be having a follow-on here later on. Tomorrow I'll tell you all about this, everything. And then they will have a follow-on. They'll tell you everything. All right? Tomorrow. And also, we are having here some people who are staying over. They have come all the way from Switzerland, and they want to have a follow-on program. And then,
We must start in 8 time.
of course,
Yeah, today we are late because who is come fast, they are having, you know. We are
You see-
very late.
what happened that today there was some sort of a flooding on the way, and we were stuck there completely. All right, come along. Good, good. You come along now. You come from what part of India?
No, I live here
What?
for 20 years.
What part of India you come from? Huh?
I am Jain.
Jain, I see. Jain is the thing I am teaching you. What Parshvanath has done, you see,
Yeah.
the Kundalini. Jain is to know.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Because I have taken the course from Sushil Muni.
Sushil Muni is
And
good.
he is
Yeah.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I know. So now this is what it is you have to have. All right? All right. May God bless you. I'm very happy to know.
Miss Lily want to ask you something. Miss,
Come
she has a problem in the back. I think.
address. It's very bad. I have to do it sometime. Tomorrow when I can. It's only
Master